Hi, this is Laura McGrath with Our Special Lives, and today we are talking about over drinking or drinking too much because I think there's a lot of parents of special needs children who may use alcohol to try to buffer or lessen the stress that can be involved with having a child with special needs. But really, over drinking due to stress or whatever reason can be caused by a lot of things, not just a child with special needs. It can have to do with your job or your upbringing or a past trauma. There are lots of reasons why people get in the habit of drinking and oftentimes drinking too much or way too much. And so today I wanted to offer a resource for people who feel like they are over drinking and it's a problem in their life. The resource I'm offering is a book, and it's called This Naked Mind: Control Alcohol, Find Freedom, Discover Happiness, and Change Your Life by Annie Grace. And I'm going to link to this book below. I came to find this book because several years ago, two people who I'm close to, who both felt like they had problems with over drinking and for years had tried different things to cut back or drink less, and it just never seemed to work. They both, independently of each other, read this book and literally within days found themselves completely free from any issue they had with alcohol. It was almost miraculous. And so I picked up this book because I was so curious what could be the information in this book that would cause such a miraculous change. And I'm not going to tell you what's in the book. I thought the book was fascinating. And based on the reviews of people who have read this book, it has had a very similar effect on many, many people who have read this book. But I'll just read you a little excerpt from the introduction so that you can know what to expect. What if, by reversing years of unconscious conditioning, you could return to the perspective of a non-drinker, not a recovered alcoholic, but someone with the same desire, need, and craving for alcohol as someone who had never picked up a bottle, a true non-drinker? Well, you can. By the end of this book, you will be free to weigh the pros and cons of drinking and determine alcohol's role in your life without emotional or illogical cravings. You can remain happy about your choice because it will be yours alone, decided from a place of freedom rather than out of obligation or coercion. Your desire to drink will be gone. And no matter what you choose, you won't feel like you're missing out. You won't be pining for a drink or avoiding social situations because of temptation. Without desire, there is no temptation. And importantly, you won't have to label yourself as diseased or powerless. So I just wanted to tell you about this book. I can't tell you the details of it because really the magic of this book is in reading and internalizing what is in the book. But instead, I wanted to read you just a couple of the Amazon reviews so that you could get a sense for what other people are saying about the book. So here's one. I've had this book for over a year and waited to write a review because sometimes my initial excitement wears off and a few months later, I'm not as enthralled. This book is the opposite. The longer I've had it and the more that I've read it, the more I appreciate its wisdom, insight, and power. The book is about truth. It's about helping you see the truth so that the truth can set you free. One of my initial hesitations with the book was the fact that it contradicts a lot of the central tenets of Alcoholics Anonymous. I won't go into that here, but you'll find quite a lot about AA in the first 3 chapters. How, I thought to myself, can this author really think that her one book has more power than a group of millions of recovered alcoholics? Well, the truth is that AA operates on the assumption that there's nothing wrong with alcohol, only with alcoholics. It's predicated on the notion that there's a clear difference between normal drinkers and alcoholic drinkers. This book operates on a different set of assumptions, and I have to agree with the book more than with AA. The bottom line is that I no longer drink alcohol, and I don't feel I'm being deprived of anything. That's the point of this book, and that's something that 5 years of AA attendance was never able to achieve. And here's another one. This one's actually kind of funny. The title is Best Drunk Shopping Purchase Ever. This book has seriously changed my life. It changed my life more than any other book, therapy, counselor, class, doctor, or addiction specialist ever did combined. I bought this book by accident. Well, on purpose, but by accident. To be more specific, I bought this book after drinking a bottle and a half of Chardonnay, followed by a drunk shopping session on Amazon. Amazon knows that I buy many Kindle books and return them, so they have banned me from returning Kindle books. So I have trained my drunk self to only get a sample of the book I want. One morning, I woke up with this and another Kindle sample from my evening of solo drinking. Surprise! And then I had no idea that I'd gone Kindle shopping. When I discovered this book on my device, I wanted to delete it, and then I thought, hey, why don't I read the reviews first? After reading the excellent reviews, I decided to read the sample. It was amazing. It spoke to me with science, intelligence, and common sense. I bought the book, I read it as advised, taking my time, thinking after each chapter, and researching and learning more about topics that particularly interested me. For almost 10 years, my thoughts have been consumed by drinking, or trying not to drink, or when I could drink again, or what time I could drink, or how much money I had spent on wine that week, or on how to hide my many bottles of wine, or how hungover I felt, or making elaborate plans to drink. I'll drink on Monday, but not on Tuesday. I'll drink on Wednesday and Thursday, but only Friday if no one's home. The longest I ever went in 10 years was 30 days sober. My life is now changed. My skin is clear. My hair is great. I'm happy. Thank you, Annie Grace. So that's just a couple of the excerpts from Amazon, and I hope that the information that I've given you here today can help you if this is your issue. So if this is helpful, or if you think this could help someone that you know, please share this video, because this book has changed so many people's lives, and it could change someone's life in your life. So anyway, thanks for listening, and please hit like or subscribe and share. Talk to you later.